All right, welcome back everyone to another explainer. If you're fascinated by where cutting-edge tech actually meets real everyday human needs, well, you are exactly in the right place today. We're going to frame this one almost like a visionary product keynote because we're looking at some truly fascinating proposals aimed at evolving Google's Gemini. And we're not just talking about a minor software tweak here. No way. We are talking about a fundamental shift in how we interact with artificial intelligence. We're moving from this cold, transactional tool to something entirely new, the future helping bot. We've got a highly structured breakdown today that'll show exactly how this proposed evolution works, step by step. I am absolutely thrilled to guide you through this, so grab your notes and let's jump right in. I want you to really stop and think about this for a second. What if AI actually had a face, a voice, and maybe most importantly, a real social purpose? Right now, when most of us think of AI, we just picture a blank text box, right? You type a prompt in, you get a massive block of text back. And yeah, it's powerful for sure, but it's also kind of sterile. The proposals we're diving into today challenge that whole perception. They're suggesting that the ultimate evolution of AI isn't just about making it smarter. It's about making it more human, creating what the source material literally calls the future helping bot. This bot doesn't just crunch numbers, it connects. And as you'll see, it has the potential to transform not just our screens, but entire communities. Okay, let's dive into this. Proposal 1, Interactive 3D Avatars. This is all about completely humanizing the Gemini interface. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is, well, it's what we're all used to, right? A standard text-heavy chat. Maybe you get a little static 2D avatar icon sitting in the corner. You type, it types back. But honestly, reading long blocks of text over and over can be passive and, quite frankly, a bit exhausting. It inherently requires a certain level of literacy and tech savviness. The big limitation here is that it feels very machine-like. It totally lacks the warmth and nuance of a real human interaction, which strictly limits how long we actually want to sit there and engage with it. And this brilliantly illustrates the massive leap forward. Check out the proposed Moksha AI interface. We're talking about a photorealistic 3D floating robot right on your screen. You can even see added functional buttons like voice and go live. The robot literally takes center stage. The sources describe this as a speaking robot. So imagine asking a complex question and having this robot respond not just with a wall of text, but with actual spoken words, gestures, and real facial expressions. The visual learning aspect here is just massive. The avatar can use hand gestures or floating visuals to explain things. This kind of direct visual and auditory engagement is projected to hugely boost how much time users actually spend in the app. Let's break down this shift because it's a real game changer. We're moving away from the current state of tools like Gemini, which, let's face it, are text-heavy, transactional, and very machine-like. They're basically just advanced search engines. We are evolving toward a photorealistic, emotional interface that can actually form a personal connection. The sources give us these fantastic examples. For a kid, this 3D avatar can act as a learning buddy, making homework interactive and fun. Or, for a senior citizen, it transforms into a storytelling grandpa, providing not just facts, but actual companionship and entertainment. The AI adapts its whole persona to give emotional support based on exactly what the user needs. To truly understand the power of this kind of immersive storytelling, you have to look at this example from the sources about a horror and mystery script called Dayala Kona, or The Valley of Ghosts. The proposal notes that to narrate a story like this, the avatar wouldn't just monotonously read the words. It would use expressive facial movements and deep, gritty voices. It would create this cinematic, incredibly suspenseful atmosphere. Imagine the avatar whispering, "It was a terrifying forest," while the background on your screen subtly darkens to match the mood. That is a completely different level of user experience. It turns basic reading into a captivating, full-blown performance. Let's move to and see how this builds into Proposal 2, Rural AI Literacy and Employment. This is where the social purpose of our bot really shines. We can organize the immense social benefits of this rural outreach into 3 key pillars. First up, job creation. The proposal involves actively training rural youth to become AI ambassadors or AI guides. They get real technical skills and create new livelihoods right in their own villages, teaching locals how to use AI for farming, health, and education. Second is safety and trust. A massive part of this program is teaching people how to spot AI-generated scams and misinformation. This proactive education builds incredible long-term brand trust for Google. And third, market expansion. By nailing those first 2 points, Google unlocks a massive, entirely untapped rural user base, which leads to a huge surge in app downloads and daily usage. Okay, so we have two incredibly strong proposals on the table here. On one hand, we've got interactive 3D avatars, this high-end immersive UI upgrade. On the other hand, we've got rural AI literacy programs, a totally grassroots social empowerment initiative. So, how will these two seemingly opposite worlds actually connect? It might seem like they're totally separate projects, right? But the absolute magic of this visionary pitch is the synergy between them. Let me show you exactly what I mean. To understand the connection, we first have to understand the barrier, the digital divide. It's basically the gap between folks who have easy access to digital technology and those who don't. And in a lot of rural areas, this divide isn't just about whether or not you own a smartphone. It's about digital literacy, reading comprehension, and massive language barriers. The sources explicitly point out how crucial it is to support local languages, like Telugu, to break this divide. Because think about it, if an AI only communicates in text-based English, it remains entirely invisible and useless to millions of people. So, the crucial point is that high tech must meet high touch. That 3D avatar from Proposal 1, it is the exact tool needed to make Proposal 2 successful. In rural areas with lower literacy rates, a text-heavy interface is a total roadblock. But a speaking 3D avatar that fluently understands local languages, that changes everything. Users don't need to know how to type out some complex prompt. They can just speak naturally to the AI ambassador right on their screen. The avatar listens, grasps the context, and replies with spoken words and helpful visual gestures. The high-end tech UI is literally what makes the massive social impact possible. Now, having a visionary idea is one thing, right? Getting it in front of the right executives and proving its value is a whole different ballgame. So the source material outlines a brilliant tactical approach for how to actually pitch this future helping bot concept to Google using one of Google's very own tools, Notebook LM. It's such a smart meta way to pitch AI development by using AI tools. Here is the 3-step game plan for that pitch. Step 1, an audio overview. This involves generating a podcast-style discussion between two AI hosts. Actually, a lot like the format we enjoy, debating the technical advantages and social impact of these avatars. Step 2, the pitch deck. This is where Notebook LM helps structure a really crisp set of slides, detailing the vision, feasibility, and projected growth. And Step 3, a video overview. This provides a narrated, visual demonstration of the future helping bot actually functioning in a real-world scenario. It's just a perfectly comprehensive multimedia strategy to sell the whole shebang. Wow, we have covered a lot of ground today on this explainer. We've seen how transforming a basic text box into a photorealistic, emotional 3D avatar can radically boost engagement. And we've seen how pairing that high-tech interface with grassroots AI ambassadors can actually bridge the digital divide, prevent scams, and empower rural communities. It really is a perfect marriage of cutting-edge technology and genuine social responsibility. It turns a basic utility into a true companion. So I'm going to leave you with this provocative thought. As this technology becomes highly feasible right now, is the world actually ready for a true future helping bot to become a part of our daily lives? Thank you so much for joining me today. Keep learning, and I will catch you next time.